Okay, I think maybe. Let me just see if this is actually working or not. We are going to be doing this. I'm going to be finishing this today. Okay, so I think we're set. So I guess I'll figure it out once it's all done, if it's actually working or not. I need to download my number set that I did. I also need to finish the second 4. But let's download what I need first. I'll worry about the other 4 and then we'll circle back later. So creating worksheets. I keep seeing people use AI to create this stuff and you guys don't need to do all of that. So we're just gonna be doing it. I am gonna be giving the numbers away. So let me take those 2 out. I'm gonna come here, take off, actually, we'll take off all these. And then I'm just gonna drop 1 through 9 and then 0. So these are what the numbers look like. You got 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. Seven. Let's just make this super small. Yeah. So we've got our numbers in here. What are we doing? Spacing things out. Yeah. Spacing things out properly. And then just gonna repeat this process to make all the other ones. Better reconnect me, man. Oh, it didn't. Oh, gosh. Bring back my numbers in here. 4, 9, 1, 7. There. Jeez. Okay. I need to figure out how big. I feel like these things might be too large, but I don't know. I know I don't like that all of these things are different font sizes, so we're just gonna make that an even 22. This will be 22. That'll be 22. This will also be 22. It seems like, yeah. These are all gonna be, ew, why did it? See, this says it's bold, but I just bolded this thing, and that is definitely not the same level of bold. Why? Can I copy the style? But why is it not? Why is it not the same level of bold? I don't get it. Either way. Okay. This is how you spell practice, right? That'd be embarrassing as heck, man. Yeah, that's practice. Right. Yeah. So let's let us practice. Okay. You cannot be in the danger zone. That is even. This is even. Do we keep this like a capital letter? Nah. But no, this is definitely not in the middle. I think this can come up just a. Nope. I'll bring this down just a little bit. Alright, so for reference, if you guys also want to do, you know, make this stuff too. We don't need that. This is trash. Fredoco. And I have no idea what that says. I think I typed in dotted font. Yeah, you can type in dotted font and it is, again, whatever this says. Like, there's other fonts in here that you can use. But this seemed right. Like, there's that, which isn't terrible. Honestly, you know what? I might actually use that. Because that matches more of what we did inside of the numbers. So maybe it is for the best that we do that. So okay. So we're going to use Trace and Fredoco. Those seem very much so like kids type. The spacing on this is not right though. So I hate that spacing isn't right. Because there's from the F to the O, like that's such a large thing here. Do I care? Is this bothering me enough to change it? Sorta. Yeah, no, you know what? I'm going back. We're going back to whatever that is. Because at least the spacing seems right. It seems more even. And also, this seems like you can read it easier. I'm just thinking, like, on a kid level, yes, I can read that, but am I going to be able to read that as quick as you can read that? You know? I don't know, man. I'm worried because I don't want to get it wrong. And, like, not that you can get it wrong because it's my project. Like, it's nothing. I just want it to be easy enough. Hey, stop. Can we not do that? Okay. You just cut it out, Mando. Bro. These cats. I'm just kidding. I love the cats. All of the cats. going back and forth on this 4. The fonts for this thing. How are we feeling? Who is doing this now? Bruce. I mean, we'll I do, oh gosh. I like that it matches the 4, but I also like how much easier the dots are to read. We'll just go with switching this out. Trace. Okay. I am gonna fix spacing now. I'm just gonna have to get over the F and the O spacing, and it'll work out. It'll work itself out. So we've got, let's practice 4. I think I was considering making that line a little bit smaller, but I like that it's more of a header up there. So we'll pause on changing anything like that. I almost considered putting numbers, like this is section 1, section 2, 3, 4, 5, but then I don't want to put too many numbers on it because this is all about 4 and no other numbers. We'll lock this. We're going to position all these into the center. And all of this stuff needs to be moved over some. Is that like there? And then these things for sure need to be moved over. Also might need to make them smaller. Actually, no. Let's just leave it there. Bruce. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing because when he does it, he looks at me when he's doing it. Bruce. Cut it out. Everybody. Stop. Everybody move. Stop scratching the couch. Okay. What are we doing? 4. I don't like the spacing over here. But we'll address that in a minute. These things, I'm gonna take these out. This is gonna get smaller. Maybe not. Oop. Not that. Nope. Stop. Okay. The letter spacing was definitely way too large. Like, I want there to be space so the kid can focus on each individual letter. I can make this shorter here and then move these 2 things, which I need to anyways. I know you lying right now. Bruce, you guys are gonna get kicked out of my space. Quit. Ooh. I'm thinking that just for reference, I'm gonna drop in a square Give me a square, man. So here to here. Where's our little box thing? As you're dragging this along, like it'll snap into certain areas. And we'll send this all the way to the back. Adjusting all of these things. I don't know why I did that. I could just delete this. One, two, three. Center all these. And then copy and paste this. So it was suggested by a friend that I do 5 of these lines. So they practice it 3 times with guides and then 2 times without the guides. I think I might have to make it a little bit smaller because spacing wise is not going to be the same. Nope, not you. Just the lines. Can we... Is this... I feel like that's so many. Okay. If I did 2 guided practice and then 2 practice on your own, because it just the space. Maybe if we could bring this down to 60, then I could do a little bit there. Bring this up just a smidgen, possibly. Oh yeah, I locked it. Alright, so unlocking it. Unlocking it, thank you. I don't know if that made as much of a difference as I thought it was gonna make. I think I'm gonna need to bring these things up some. Ooh, too far. Guess that's fine. I don't hate, because that's crazy. But the spacing of this is not, doesn't feel right. Like, I could bring this up some. So, this works a little bit better, I think. So this can now come up some. Is that roughly? Yeah. Okay, so then these two things. Let's figure out how much space this stuff needs to come out. Ish. Nope. Yeah, that is not right. So select all of these things, position it, and go back to, and then our text itself needs to these are not where it's not where it's supposed to be. Maybe tidying these things up vertically. I mean, technically it's fine, but it just, the further down it gets, the closer it is to hitting that bottom mark, and I'm not okay with that. Like, this is fine. This seems like it's a little bit closer, and this one is like just so much closer. I think this is gonna be the closest that I will be able to get it without losing my mind. Did these all space out correctly? Position. Yeah. Okay, so this is right 4. So they'll have 3 guided and 2 do it yourself. This section for sure needs to get fixed here. I need to clear out all, no. Can I lock this thing? Okay. Take out the top pieces, because I need to save out my numbers without the guides in there. But that would be, we'll move these over. Oh, there is. Okay. So just start here. Can actually be a lot smaller. Are these the same? Yeah. Position, middle. Why does that not seem right? Bring this up, and this down. I think this is bigger. There it is. So we've got start here, and then duplicate this, and this will just get replaced with the 4 that doesn't have the lines inside of it. Actually, this needs to be replaced with the 4 that has lighter guides in it. I need to bring this in here. So this is the one that I actually wanted in there. This needs to come out. And then this will be replaced. I think I can take this out. And we'll do... Nope. Now you try. So stretch this out some. This is not even. So oops. Not that way. Is this still crooked? Yes, it's absolutely crooked. Hi, Mando. Can you scoot? Thank you. One, then move this. Nope, not that. This over. I'm gonna bring this up because I don't like that they're not on the same line. Do I need to add dots? Like, not dots, periods? This is for. Like, it's a statement. This is for. Right for. No, I'm taking those out. Don't eat plastic. Don't be weird, man. So we got two spaces for them to practice. Then we have color the star. That's 22. This is 22. Color the stars is, but this is a sentence though. Am I reading too much into the sentence thing? I think I have to, but this is the number for? Okay, but that's fine. So this color of the stars, I'm thinking that I need to have some other things in here so that it's like have to count a little bit more, so that it's not just like it's probably gonna be 4. Like, we'll do heart, and it needs copy this style, and this will be E. One, two. I could leave that. Like, it doesn't need to. I don't need it to be like super crazy. I don't like how thick that outline is though. This is a 4. What is this? They're 4s also. I think if I put them to 3, it's gone. Is this weird? I would slide this down to 3. We're gonna put this down to 3. Thank you. Actually, let's just put all of them to 3. So we don't need anything crazy. Do. I'm gonna make these white. Not that like it matters, because it's all gonna be. This yellow is not gonna be here, so you're not gonna be able to see it. I just feel like it doesn't look right. Okay. So we've got color the stars. How many stars did you color? This text seems super long, but I don't know how else to say that without it being that long. I also don't like that it's let's straighten out this. I wanted the same size, dang it. I'll just copy this. Alright, so let's take out this yellow background, because we don't need that. Take it out! Unlock it. Take it out. This, I feel like this section here definitely needs to be fit on, unless I do this. Where's, give me there. Oops, not that. Positioning this so that it's in the center. So let me just zoom out. How does this look? It seems like there's so much more space on the left side than there is on the right side, but I know that that's not true because the box in the background offered the whole thing. Let's line this up on the edge. I'm going to copy this star. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. Put that down there. Actually, so it would need to be this way. Nope. This. And that's like so much extra space here that I'm not necessarily a fan of. But I want this. So we'll take that out. And I'll stretch it. Where's this? Okay, so this will group that together. We'll bring this up, and then we'll center these two things. Maybe that star needs to be smaller. Like, just a little bit. Because it might seem just a little bit off. So we'll go down like that. But if that's the case, then this stroke definitely needs to come down some. This roughly seems to be the same like width kind of thing that the rest of this stuff is. So we'll trap him back in there. We'll group this, and now we'll position everything here. Nope. Center this. And we'll center all of these things together so that this is the like assignment thing here. This does seem like there's so much more space on the side though. I don't like that. How do we... I just need a square. I don't need a box. It's actually just a square. And we're gonna measure yeah, it's definitely way too much. So from danger zone, we're gonna address this issue. So we're gonna zoom in. Pretty sure that that's where it needs to be. Yeah. I don't think that it's going over. So these things can all be moved over. Yeah. We'll do it just enough. So I feel like if we'll make this white so that we could see. It feels better. Like I don't feel like there's as much of a gap on one side versus the other. So I think that we've covered the issue that I had. Let me roll up and see. Eee! I don't like that. Copy this. Here we go. So there's just a little bit of space there that I'm not thrilled with. But I don't think... Maybe if we... This has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now. I don't know how to fix this without it going weird. 'Cause it's just... Do I have a space after this? Yeah, no, there's no space. So there's no reason for it to be doing that. That's closer. So that's fine. That's fine. We'll work through that. Send these things to the back. And we'll space these things out some. I think this will move over. Duplicate this. So I think moving this line over some, it helps with the spacing feeling off on the sides, because there's like nothing that's coming directly up against this like it is on this side. Let me, until I can send out this without the dots and the lines, we'll just go ahead and erase that so we can get the vibe of what we've got going on. These two things are not in the same spot. Then we'll just scoot that over a little bit. Hi, Mando. I think this needs to come down some. I think that this is it. I think spacing and everything is good. I'm gonna duplicate this just to let off get those boxes. Everything is centered. Everything same width. Same weights on fonts. And I think we're good, maybe? It seems like there's a lot of space here, though. I mean, fixed enough. So now we just need to do all the other pages. But yay for actually finishing, like, completely a page. So we will duplicate this. I'm gonna bring these two up here. These are our margins. And I'm gonna make these light. Take down the transparency. And now we're gonna practice one. So this will be one. Replacing everything. We're gonna come up with some other things to do down here. I just need to figure out what color the number. No, this is the number 1. So here's 1. Bring it in the box so that we don't have like an insane bounding area. Delete the old 4. We'll just move this over. Because these second pieces are going to be replaced with the non-dash ones. I am going to bring this up just a little bit. Do I need to move this down? Or maybe bring this, nope, not there. Bring this here. Yeah, actually. So here's that. Alright, so replacing the stars, what can we do for this instead of... I mean, I guess I don't have to, like, change it crazily. But I want, like, little... I want cute things. What if it's, like, the sun and clouds? I feel like that would work out. So we'll do this. Oop, nope. Leave the cloud. So it'll be color the sun. Do we have this one? Yeah, I guess. No, just kidding. Like, it's fine. This would work. So this would be... Copy that. I need a circle inside of there. First, we're going to bring in some additional clouds. I want some variety with my clouds. Bring in this guy. Bring in this little fluffy guy. We'll send him to the back. There, to the back. We need one more. Oh, is that the same? Yeah, that one's the same one. Not gonna do that guy. Same! Can't have it the same. But this one doesn't look like a cloud. It's gonna be the same. Dang on it. But he seems so out of place too. We'll bring this dude here. This guy here. I don't want them so big because they seem so huge. Is this fine? That's fine. Do that. Oops. Also, come on, man. Copy the style. Paste the style. Now we need a circle. So, circle. And this is going to be the inside. Position these two center. That's good. Do we add a bird? Is that doing too much? I think that might be doing too much because I don't think they're gonna have like the little checkmark birds. Is check? Because I don't think maybe it's not. I want like just a simple bird, like the when you're drawing as a kid. It's doot doot. I don't want to use those. Will this work? No, those are too realistic for birds. Like this is literally what I want, but it's I have the pro thing, so like I have access to it, but I don't want to use it because I'm trying to do ones where like everyone is gonna have access to it. I could just draw it. Like, let me see if this is even, if it's gonna add to it the way that. Nah, we'll leave it out. So now we've got ungroup this. And we'll bring this down. I do need to adjust the weight on this because my goodness, it doesn't even look like a sun anymore. Let's send it to the back. Get rid of this star. Nope, not that. This. Nope, that's not what I'm wanting. I mean, yes. But this just, we're gonna fix this. Because this is just too much. Let's get rid of some of these points. So you don't need all that. Color the sun. How many suns did, nope, not two S's. How many suns did you color? Let's tuck this guy back in there. Does this still look like the sun though? Like with all of the lesser points to it? So I almost feel like it's a little off now. It's fine. I'm overthinking it. It's not that deep. I do need to... Let's make a duplicate page so I can go ahead and clear these out. Then we are going to realign these things. So this will be grouped position in the center. This actually all needs to be moved over just a smidgen. We'll group that and then center these things. It's so cute. I'm trying not to stress that these suns seem so close, not suns, the clouds seem too on the same level of things. I think bringing it down just a little bit helped, but also now he's better now. Less touching and more space. On to number 2. Alright, so let's replace 2. Then we're gonna... This is the number 2. TWO. Then we're gonna write 2. And this is 2. This is 2. 2, 2, 2. I'm gonna take... Oh, wait. Don't take all of them out yet. We gotta get 2 on here. Let's adjust this bounding box so we don't have all kinds of craziness. Get it as close as possible. Roughly same size. Now we'll come in and make some adjustments. So we're gonna start here. Start here. I feel like we have to have a car on this one because it just seems so much like a road. Well, I don't know because I think 0 or 8 would be cute. What would come in pairs of 2? Like, what does come in pairs of 2? Let's see. There's 3 cats. Or chocolate, but like that's not, I mean, like a Reese's comes into, but then what else would you put with that? And then how would I like I could draw it, but I'm trying not to draw anything. I'm trying to make, like, outside of the letters, I drew the letters, but trying not to add anything to that. I could do just basic boxes. But I like how cutesy the sun thing is. Like, I feel like it's extra, but like just a smidgen extra. Like, I'm not doing anything super crazy. Could I do... I mean, you got two eyes. I could do it to where you color like a cat's eyes or like a dog's eyes or something like that. And then that's also associating like the number to like a real life thing. Can we? Do we have? It's a little too realistic. I mean, it's a little odd. If I did this, we'll get rid of the sun. We'll get rid of this thing altogether because we know we're not doing that. I'll move this. So this was color the eyes. What else would I put with this? Can I do cat eyes? They have, but it's not. As a part of the pro stuff, and I don't necessarily want to use that. But it would be cute though. Like, if I did that, let's see. What if it's just a cat outline and I had them draw cat eyes? Because that's still, like, it's still relating it to a real life thing. Because, like, this is a little real. Like, it's not super realistic. I'm being so dramatic. This is not super realistic. So it's not anything, like, over the top crazy. But I don't know if I'm down for that. So what else would come and choose? This is just a cat face, which is just a circle and some triangles. So we could do that, and then I could say draw cat eyes. But then what if the kids, like, they draw 500 eyes on the kitty cat? Because kids absolutely, I'm just thinking, like, they would 100% do that. But it would be kind of cute though. I mean not if they, like, draw 500 eyeballs on the cat. That'd be a little odd. But if I do this, something like this, they could color the cat, draw 2 eyes, and then, okay, we need a circle. And then 2 triangles. We're gonna take out the fake cat. We're gonna round out these. There's one. Where's my second one? Copy, paste. Flip this over. I can just rotate it, but what happened to the flip? I think I might have rounded it too far. Like, that's good. That seems too rounded. You're gonna delete that. Just delete it. Just delete it. Thank you. He needs to come down just a smidgen. So there's one. But now, is this too pointy? Did I go too far in the other direction? I don't think so. Position this. They meet at the top. Yeah, he's 1, 2. Okay. So all this will be white. And then bring in an outline. What are the other outlines been? Like a 3? Yeah. But these two things, sending those to the back. Oh, but it doesn't look like a cat now. I could... Yeah, it doesn't look like a cat. Daggone it. Because I'm really trying not to use the pro stuff, because I'm going to eventually be creating tutorials based around these things, and I want you guys to be able to use them without having to have pro. Let's go with free. I mean, we could use one of these guys and just cover up his face. That's got too much detail in it. If I cover up his face, is he gonna still look like a cat? Let's take this out, this out, this out. Can I edit the... No? I can't do anything with that. That's unfortunate. Because I don't like how thick that is. Like, it does not match. It doesn't match the rest of the vibes. And then we're not going to have one thing in here that's just not... You got to get with the program, man. Can this? No. I think I'm just going to have to draw the cat. Because even this is too thick in comparison. This is unfortunate. Because I really liked that idea. Yeah, daggone it. What is this? I don't like how the ends taper off. Not gonna work, not gonna work. I could add paws around him. Like, not super crazy paws, just a couple little paws. I don't like how thick that cat is, though. Okay, so we need... What do we need? Get rid of that. I could... Because he's not going to work at all. I'm just not even going to entertain that anymore. We could throw in this. and then draw. So instead of color the cat eyes, it would be draw the cat's eyes. I mean, okay, wait. I could fix this. We'll do lines. Oops, not those lines. We're gonna go to shapes. We're gonna bring in a heart, because that's all this is. This is just some shapes. And then we'll do this one. I will copy this. Then we're gonna do line. It'll be duplicating that style. Can this be bent? Hey, okay. Nice. So now we've got, can this, how far? Okay, so I've got limited range like I do in Illustrator. Like I have a lot more range in Illustrator if I were to just create the SVG for this, but I like that there are options. Like that's exciting. So let's tidy that up a little bit. Maybe there. Then copy this. Where is... Why can I not flip this? Why do I not have that option anymore? It's been a minute since I've been in Canva, but I know for a fact you used to be able to just flip things. Where did that go? Let's ungroup this, because I don't want to have to go through and readjust all those things. Like I will, but to select the image, click flip button in the top toolbar, but that's not available anymore. Like even here. I know I know that you've been able to be, like, that this was a thing. Whatever. We'll just do it manually. It's ridiculous. There. Roughly. This like stuck out further. Ah, but this also was not in that far. It's like this. And then not quite like that. Okay, so those are fine positioned. Don't do that. Truffles! Don't, man. You're making eye contact with me. You know you're not supposed to do that! Let's space these out. Girl. Like, it gets the point across. It's a cat. I don't like the left side of the cat, though. It's just he's not... I hate that it's not allowing me to... I'm gonna move this. I think I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this and then just flip it around. Where's mine? Jeez, that's huge. Lower the transparency so we can make sure we're getting it right where it needs to be. Close enough. But no, because now there's like a haze around that. And no, absolutely not. That's not okay. He'll be there. No, he won't be there. He'll be here. And then roughly there. And then this guy is here, right? This guy, and this guy. No, not this guy. Not this one. This one, daggone it. These three are together. And then him, and him. That's not right. This piece, I think, needs to come up just a little bit. And this, he's just not all the way out there, though. This guy goes out further. I feel like the bottom is right. The middle seems wrong. Dang it. There's like so much space in between these two and not so much here. I mean, does it super matter? These are too thick. This needs to be a 3. You. All spacing at 3. Is this a 3? Yes. So we'll group these, group this, and then space these out properly. Oop, nope, not there. Okay. I love this, but I'm also concerned about the idea of them drawing like 500 eyeballs. But I don't think that it will, I don't think it'll be an issue. But we will, I suppose we will see. How many eyes did we draw? Oh, and this. Okay, I will be right back. Beep. kitty. Okay. Let's get back. Finish 2. And we'll move on to 3. Okay, this is not, did you color? Okay. We are on 3. I'm gonna take these out. 3. Right. 3. THRE. This. 3. Sometimes letters start looking a little weird. Like, you've looked at something long enough and like now it doesn't seem like that's how it's supposed to be. Let's take this one out. Go to our uploads. Get rid of this spacing. Position it to the top. Okay, so we've got the sun. We have stars. Ooh. So this was 4, right? So I've got stars, but I'm thinking that instead of hearts, I should just do the moon. Because, like, that kind of matches, like, with the coloring the sun thing. That would be kind of cute. Like, we'll circle back. It's fine. I don't need to be thinking about other things while we're trying to work on 3. What would come in a set of 3? What does come in a set of 3? The 3 Musketeers. Oh, what if the 3 blind mice? Because they're kids. So they're going to be, like, more into the nursery rhymes and stuff. Like, those things are going to be more prevalent when they're, like, at this age. So, or the 3 little pigs. And then they could draw the little pigs' houses. Okay. Do we have a pig? Just an outline of a pig. But is it gonna be too much? I feel like 100% that's too much. If it was gonna be the mice, right, it would be draw the glasses on the mice. But then they're not, I don't think that the connection would be made, like, that this is 3 blind mice. But If I had... it would be too much in such a small space, but oh my gosh, that would be such a cute thing. Have 3 pigs, and then it's just say like draw the 3 pigs' houses, and the kids get to be creative for a minute. Gotta figure out something else. What if I think I'm gonna have to do something like triangles. Just because there's not much space here, so I need to be choosy. I need to be choosy with what we're doing right now. So we could do triangles. Oh, but you know what? Triangle actually works because a triangle has 3 sides. So it'd be color the triangle and how many sides does the triangle have, and then they'd have to count that. So this would be copy this, but this for sure needs to be moved over just a smidgen. Ooh, wait, no, I could do... Does 3 triangles mean anything? So I was thinking, like, if I do 3 different pyramids, right? But, like, one here. Like, I don't want 3 triangles to mean anything bad. Color the triangles. Period. How many sides does a triangle have? And they gotta count it. Is how many sides does... This is like such a long sentence. Holy cow. Hi. How are you, kitty? Can I pet you? Okay, never mind. That's fine. Oh, I can make them like different triangles. Yeah, we'll do different triangles so they're not like all the same triangles. So we'll have a cute triangle, and this will be white inside. Oops, just do that. I don't know if I'd like... That's... No, I don't like that. Can we make it... But it looks the same. I don't like that. I mean, technically... Why does this not automatically give me an outline? What is your problem? Okay, whatever. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to, like, I mean, I don't have to do anything. It's not like that. But I was hoping that there would be other types of triangles, but it's not seeming like I'm really gonna have a whole lot of options. Like this is what, right triangle? And that's fine. This is just the regular triangle. And the other one, it needs to be, there's acute triangle and then obtuse triangle. Oh, I guess this is acute. So then obtuse, obtuse triangle. Why is it obtuse is like super fat, like wow. So why is this? How do I? What is another? I just want to present different triangles, and this is not giving me the option for other triangles. Can I? Those are not the kind that I want. If I did, I could use this, and then where the heck did my other thing go? Okay, we're going to do, what was that, a banner? Or a pennant, but because this for sure is very much so like triangle, and it is the triangle that I wanted, but I can't have it there. Can I? Is that goofy? Maybe if this was over just a little bit. It seems, no, I don't. This is fine, right? Because, like, it is a triangle, but it's, I wish that it wasn't so. I guess it works because it is exactly what I was looking for. It is the obtuse thing. But it's just so small. I wish it wasn't gonna be this small. I was just like, just stretch out just a little bit. But how do I? It's fine. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to do the how many triangles did you color, but it does double for how many sides does the triangle have, but it's such a long sentence. Am I was gonna say, am I overthinking it? I know that I'm overthinking it because like it's not that deep, but it is creative, man. Let's see, what size do we have these things? Let's ungroup this stuff. What was this? Oh, 1, 2. Okay. So I think I might have accidentally moved that. Are these on the same line? No, not quite. Okay, so all of this stuff needs to be adjusted. Those are also not on the same line. Okay. So we're back to being fine. So this and this, position it. How many sides? But triangle is also a long word. How many? I'm so torn on the size of the triangle, because that is also like, it is a thing. It is a thing. But does it make more sense that how many triangles did you color? Because it's been a thing. How many eyes did you draw? How many suns did you color? This is stars. Let's do. But I can't fit. I wouldn't be able to fit triangle like this up here. It would have to come down here. How many triangles? Apparently I can't fit it down here at all. Did I spell it? No, they didn't spell it wrong. I don't know if I like that more than the how many sides does a triangle have? Because it would be I'm so torn. Like, technically I could add it at the bottom and then they would just have to write 3 again. But then I feel like that's throwing off the cohesiveness of all the other things because I'm not adding in an extra thing. I also think this triangle might be too big. It's not too big. It just looks awkward. I could leave out triangles, but then I wrote eyes there, I wrote suns there, so that there's like repetitive, like I guess it's not it like I could say shapes, but then like that's dumbing it down and I don't want to do that. Triangles is fine. How many? This needs to come down for sure. So there's that. We'll take this out of here and bring this down just a little bit. Position this to the center. Yay. But I went too far over. No. Is it a... it needs to like not be up in that spot. Just a little bit. Position this back to the center. I could make this longer. And then center all of this. Okay. I mean, not ideal. It's fine. Like, it's in the grand scheme of things, it is literally not that big of a deal. But okay. Well, I mean, my little things here came down, so again, this has nothing to do with anything at all. Like, it's not gonna... Okay, there's triangles. So now we've got... This is done, and we'll move on to 4. Oh, wait, I already did 4. So actually, it's gonna come down there. So we've got let's practice 3. And then this is let's practice 4. The stars and the hearts is fine. It would be cool though for the moon instead. Can this not? This is unfortunate. I just want... I would have to draw it myself in order to get what I'm hoping to get, and I don't want to do that because trying to make this as accessible does this have an outline? Oh, it outlines a whole box? No. Yeah. It's gonna have to stay like this because there's no moon option, which seems kind of crazy. Like, I feel like there should definitely be a moon. I feel like generate shapes is going to be AI, and I don't want to do that. That's not really a moon-ish thing. If I just put a circle up there, it's just gonna look like a circle. Like, it's not necessarily a moon. I feel like the most standard looking moon is gonna be like the fingernail crescent shape kind of thing. Like, cause that doesn't look like a moon to me. It's like, it's a circle. So I'm gonna have to leave it like that. So 5. On to 5 now. I'll delete this. And this will be, let's practice 5. It's not how you spell 5. 5. 5. 5. This is the number 5. And this is right 5. Uploads. Taking this box around it. Bring this back. Ooh. So where am I putting the start thing? Because so far, everything has been in a pretty nice spot. But how I drew this, I made the tail of the 5 so much larger. So it's kind of giving me, I'm not going to say issues, but it's odd that it's so over. I mean, that's fine. This is number 5. Now you try it. Okay. So we're getting rid of the triangles. Is there anything that comes in a set of 5? I don't want. No, thank you. Ooh, hands. Like, your hands don't come in sets of 5. They come in 2. But fingers. You got your 5 fingers. That would be fun. Oh, hey, those are me. That's not what we wanted. Finger. Never mind. Hand. But 5 fingers. Just a... This one? Why is the... I like this one better, but I don't like that it's not available. So this is color your hand, but I do want this to kind of stick out a little bit. It seems like such a stop. Can I thicken this up? No, I can't. So I don't like that. Because this is not the same, like, weight. If this was just, if I could thicken this line up just a smidgen, it would be in there. Oh, outline? Possibly? Shadows? Being outline. Right there. Pretty sure this is like spot on. Exactly what I needed. I don't know if I still like this hand though, because it's just so smooshed. Like this one is cool. But it's so thick, like in comparison, which is not what I wanted. So I fear that we might have to, I might have to just deal with it. Because my options on the free side, which is what I'm trying to keep it in, pretty limited. Like it's fine. Like this isn't terrible. If I had 2 hands, is it odd that it would be? Was that in that Wu-Tang or something? Stop. Color the hand. This needs to be centered. It is centered. I don't like how that seems, because it's like it's just off. I'm gonna flip this. And then position, center this. How many fingers? How many fingers does it have? I almost want them to like color it as their own hand though, but I don't think it matters like that. Position, center, color the hand. Ah, the hand is so close to that text. Is it like that on the other ones? No, it's not. So, you know, fix that. If I put 2 in here, or put little like motion things, like the hand is waving to them, would that be creepy? It would be a little, right? Let's see. That just looks ridiculous. Can I put anything else around the hand that I don't want to do hearts? Cause like, okay, like it's just, it doesn't add to it. You know what? It's fine. We'll move on. Okay, let's practice 6. I'll take rid of this and this. That's a fine sentence, right? Like, how many fingers does it have? It's not odd, right? I almost feel like it would be better if it was... It's fine. Okay, let's practice 6. This is the number 6. This right 6. 6. 6. 6. Now I need... not that. I need 6. Fix this box area in this box. Now I can take out, send it to the back, get rid of this and this. Oop, too far. I don't think I want it up there. Start here. Copy and paste it. Okay, so now we need 6. Do we just go pretty generic here? The arrows and what's a 6-sided shape? A hexagon? I could do bugs. They could color 6 bugs, and then they could also... But I also like the idea... does a bee have 6 feet? That would be a bug, right? Does a bee have 6 legs? Yes. So if I did... I could do honeycombs. I could do 6 honeycombs. Yes, I could do 6 honeycombs. And then also put a bee in there. So we've got... Okay, let me... Not this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna have to fix the spacing of this. 5, 6. Ah, no, I couldn't. I could, like, I still can't. It doesn't. It's not gonna stop me. But I want it to be. I want the spacing of everything to, like, match. Horizontally. Ew, what is that? I went too far. So that's fine. So we'll do group this, and now these will all be spaced. Okay, so we've got. I could turn it. Maybe not. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. We'll ungroup this stuff. Ungroup. Oops. Didn't mean to group you back up. Ungroup, and now we need a B, which is not going to be in shapes. It needs to be in just regular elements. I want just a simple B, man. But it's got to be a B that is simple enough. Maybe like that. He's a little cutie, right? But he's so much thicker than the rest of the graphics that are here. This guy is fine. And then is he gonna be super out of place when you compare it to this thing? No, I think that this might actually work. Like, it seems fine enough. I would need to move some of the stuff around, because I'll move this over here. Here and here. Let's move this guy out. Should I need to? Not need to. Should I move that a little bit? I kind of like him, like, flying through the honeycombs, though. Like, I don't feel like a kid is gonna care so much that, like, he's looking cutesy flying through stuff. But I need to position this and ew, nope, wrong button. So there's definitely a little bit more space than I had originally thought. I could bring this back down here. One, 2, 3, 4, not that one. Oh, come on. Did I turn him just a little bit? That would be fine, right? Do I need to add in to make it a little more realistic? Like that? Do I? If I did, I think that's too much. I'm doing too much. It's fine. I'm looking at like references of honeycombs, and it seems like, yeah, this is fine. Cause putting him up there, no. Do I bring this closer so that they're touching? No, we are not going to be touching. Okay, color the honeycombs. I mean, I could bring this and then take the B out and just have this thing. Or just not have it at all. Ooh. Position this back. Space that out correctly. That's spaced fine. I think these two are not. Or maybe. Okay, so then these two, this would need to be to the right. And bring this whole thing in. That's cute. I like it. Because the B, he's good. So we need our question. Did we do sides? Was the triangles? Did that end up being sides? I could do the how many sides does do honeycombs? It's not. I'll put this up here. How many sides do honeycombs have? Center. Okay. This is cute though, bro. Because the honeycomb has 6 sides. The bee has 6 legs. And they color 6 honeycombs. So there's like all kinds of little 6s in there. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna send a picture to my sister. And give me just a second. Alright, on to number 7. So let's duplicate this. Let's get rid of this here and here. So let's practice 7. We only have a couple more pages left. And then this is wrapped up. And then we make the tutorial. 7, 7, 7. And I need our number. Bring this down here. Fix the sides so we don't have a whole bunch of extra things. Take this out. Six, 7. I'm just kidding. I'm not. No. Want that. I'm not kidding. It's just so ridiculous because my son ended up in trouble for saying 6, 7 at school. It's just because the teacher totally over it, and I get it. I get it. And someone had said 6, 7, and my son was like, "Hey, he said 6, 7," and then his butt got in trouble, and he had to write 7 paragraphs, 6 sentences each about how about how brain rot stuff is bad for them. I thought it was funny. He did not think it was funny. He did the assignment though, and his teacher was really proud of him. Is this too close? Like, that's... there's so much space consistently, except for on 2. What is this, like? It's like a finger width space on 2. So what are we looking like on 7? Definitely not a finger with a space, but how do I prevent that? Like, I could do this and that. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll scoot. First off, I'll put this back to being center. And we'll just duplicate this out. Is anything else starting? I'm gonna give this just a little bit more space. That's fine. Except, like, this. No. I'm good. I'm just overthinking it. Okay, 7. So we've got the 7s, the right 7, them trying 7. Now we need a new thing. So what do we do for number 7? We have... Is there anything that comes in a set of 7? So there's a rainbow. That would be a cute thing to color, though. Like, and they can count the colors. And it's an easy thing. Because they, like, another thing was, like, you had the 7 days of the week. But I think that that's too much, like, to put down there. Planets is too much. You got the 7 continents, but that is gonna be, I think it would be too small to do the world and then also have them count that. And I feel like at the age a rainbow makes sense. Do we have that is not enough colors. I feel like I've drawn I think I have an SVG that is the 7. I mean, I could let me think. Check the stash. Got the graphics. It's not gonna be here. So my designs. Do we have rainbow? Hey, yes, I do actually. I've got this. So we'll bring this in. But this would need to be all outlines. Can I turn this into an outline from here? I think I'm gonna have to open it up in Illustrator and then create the outline. It's not gonna be hard, just unfortunate that I have to do an extra step. But like, this is cute, so I'm okay with setting it up like that. I do need to fix all of this bottom stuff and making it to where they all match up. Alright, so these all need to be turned black, and then do I need to have it like more together though? Like there's this one, which very clearly, like, this is a rainbow. But if I were to turn this stuff like that, like, still clearly a rainbow. I think this one is more. I'll take this out though, so we don't necessarily need that. If I did, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could take these out. I'll take these out for now. So if we did this, and then I brought these over here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, yeah. I don't know if this is gonna be the right width, like the weight of all the colors, not colors, the weight of all of the lines. I do think that this being so not even needs to be fixed. So we'll bring this up a little bit. This one needs just a little adjustment. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. This can come down. Ooh. So there's that. This could probably come out just a little bit. So red, orange, yellow seems so massive. This can come over. Definitely fix this side. Okay, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. This is good. I might end up needing to change this though. Have I created? No, I haven't created a 26 one yet. Man, I have done so very little for the creative stuff. Okay, so we've got that rainbow. Let's pull this up. Bring this in. Oh yeah, never mind. I don't need to open it like that. Bring this in here. What happened? Okay, there we go. Can this? Nope. Can we do outline? Let's bring you down here. And let's see about getting a closer width for this. If we make this just a little bit bigger. I almost feel like this is just too thick. But then this doesn't seem like it's large enough. Like the outlines around the clouds. I mean, I could bring in clouds and just cover them. Or I could get rid of them altogether. If I were to get rid of the clouds from Illustrator, then this would be fine. But this thing still doesn't flip, which I'm annoyed about. Because that means that it wouldn't look right. I hate that this does not flip. If we could just thicken up all of this. Let's see what this does. Bring this in. Oh, that's pretty solid. Like, that's basically what we had there. Let me pull this in just for reference. Make sure. Come on, catch up. This is not what you're supposed to look like at all. That's close. I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay, so this is color the rainbow. Hi, Bruce. Then, how many colors did you use? But okay, if I were to say it like that, though, the clouds, technically, if they colored the clouds a color, then that's gonna mess up. I mean, ugh. I don't know how else to say that without and saying how many colors are there would still count the clouds if they ended up coloring the clouds. But a rainbow isn't with clouds. So I'd just say how many colors are in the rainbow. I mean, that sentence in itself isn't wrong. Seven. Okay. So now we're on to 8. P-I-G-H-T. 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 8. We need this one. Bring all the little things in. Bring this down some. So we'll take out that. And the start here is going to be at the top. I think this 8 needs to be just a smidgen smaller. Let me take out the rainbow. Take this out. That's fine. Alright, so what outside of a spider, what is 8? Oh, it could be like an octopus though. Spiders are just creepy, man. Because you got, I don't want to do another shape because we've got the honeycombs. We got stars. Do I have a picture of an octopus? I don't think I do. Oh, but he's so cute. 1, 2, 3. But he's only has 6. So he's not an octopus. No, wait. I think do have an octopus. I don't know if I drew all of his hands though. Be clip art. Did I do it last year? Sea creatures. He's a kraken. So less, but it's still too much for this. This would have to be like, this isn't wrong. It's just I've avoided using the pro stuff up until now. I don't want to go back on that now. I could create an octopus really quick, cuz it's just a circle and some little squiggly legs. What do we have for free? He's not... Ugh, no. He's not gonna have 8 legs. Like, yes, it does, but it's not... I could do the little crab thing, but... because if... like, there's 3 here and then 2 up there. And, like, that's fine. But... they're gonna... is a kid gonna clock me on it? Just like, those aren't legs. He's cute. His face is a little creepy. But... it is 8. I don't like how light it is though. And there's not a way to fix that, I don't think. Unless... let me bring in this and see how close we are. Like, the weight is close, but I don't like that his eyes are now touching the side of him. So this is not gonna work. This guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I don't like that it's filled in, so that's not gonna... I just want a little outline of him. Could I make this white and then still create the outline? So let's do shadows, outline. The weight seems better, like the length, not the length, the width of the line. Okay, this is fine. This is close enough, I think. Actually, bring this back out just so that I have that. I could add little bubbles. Yeah, weight good in comparison to the other things that we've done. I do think I'm gonna add some bubbles, which is just gonna be a circle. So, actually, do we have more bubbly bubbles? Like this, but not... I want it free. we're just gonna do circles, like just a regular circle, because I don't like how that's going. Oh wait, what the heck? Okay, so this. I don't know, do I need circles? I might fill this in, actually. Because I don't think that I like his, like, not circled eyes. Let's see if we can fix this a little bit. If we make this black, no, actually don't like that at all. That's fine, right? He's like so demonic now. I'm not gonna say demonic, that's extreme. He's just goofy. Let's move this. We'll turn this white so that it's not weird. And then, do we have better eyes that are more cute? No. I don't think I like that. But we could do this. And then, because I think they're too large for his face, like these things. But I think that doing something like this might be better. And then a little smiley face. Can we do a smiley face? That's too big. And the weight was 3, I think. Woo. I actually don't like that face out. Oh, it's like, it's too odd now. Can we? I just do the line and make it little curvy line. Oops, nope, too far. Come on, draw me a line. Oh, I'm drawing so many lines. Never mind. Okay, we'll bring this down here. Bring him here. I don't... Ugh. It's so big. Round those points at the end. Okay. It's goofy looking, but does it make sense? Like, does he need a face? If I were to take this out, are we gonna be missing? Ooh. That's fine. I like him. He's a little alien-ish, but that's chill. Color the octopus. How many legs does it have? And then it's just, he could be a boy octopus or a girl octopus. Alright, so now we are on 9. So let's duplicate 8 and start putting out 9. number 9. Write 9. And then do. Okay, so what do we do now? Set of 9. So we've got planets, but my son argued with me about Pluto being a planet, so I don't know if I want to put 9, like, I don't know if I want to use that as our 9. The reindeer, that's going to be too much going on down there. I think this might just have to be, I'm not gonna say boring, but less creative. Because I'm not really seeing anything for 9. Let's look up examples of what other people have done. We've got balloons. Carrots, like just generic versions of 9. Apples, hippos. Yeah, I think that this one's gonna have to be like 4, where it's just nothing. I wonder if there is a new thing that we could do with 4. Yeah, daggone it. Okay, so get rid of our octopus. Let's put 9 in here. Roughly the size we need. Oh, actually I mean, yes, it is the size we need, but it's like so far over. But I guess no big deal. I'll take this out. This goes in the back. Start here is gonna be here. Duplicate this set. Is this where it's supposed to be on positioning? Yeah. So generic shapes. I've already done stars. I could just do nothing but hearts. Like, yes, this one had stars and hearts on it, but I think there's enough, like, there's not enough on that page where it should really throw anything off. So there's 5. This needs to be turned. 4, 5, 6, 7. Space this stuff out. Make it a little bit smaller. Alright, how many do we have right now? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ew, I put too many. We'll get rid of this one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Color the hearts. How many hearts did you color? Do I need to put 4 of the pages that I've done have the little symbol thing with it, but I couldn't do it here. Technically, I could have done it here. It wouldn't have been able to be done there. If I don't do it, like, I mean, it's not a massive deal if it's not done. Because I originally did it on the 4 because there was the stars and hearts, so I wanted just further clarification and instruction for the kids, so like they're like, okay, this is exactly what I'm supposed to be looking for. It's okay. So we've got, that's fine. So the next one would be 0. But then how do I, let's just write these things out real quick. 0, 0, 0. We'll throw this guy in here. And our start is definitely going to be in the center here. So position, center. Get rid of this 9, and this, and this. Zero. This is the number 0. Start. Now you try. Right. 0. I need to get rid of this purple border. Okay, obviously we can't do a color thing here because coloring nothing is nothing. Like, so maybe, how would I depict nothing? If I had jars and then put, or boxes, and put marbles or circles in the boxes and then have them count the numbers or count the circles, and then it would be how many, color the box that has no marbles. Let me, okay, hold on. So it would be something like a few things like this. What? It could, would it be 3? if I did 3. One, two. Position those. Right. So be this, and then have that. This is kind of looking a little domino-y. If I created some dominoes, then it would be them practicing the numbers. Because this would be color of the hearts. It would be literally, how do you, it would be like color of the domino. But would they know that this is dominoes though? Is this? It could be jars of juice. No, because then how would that make it to where 0 made sense? I could do a car, like a race car, and have the race car number be 0, and then they could color the race car, and then, okay. So, I don't know if they are gonna have I don't think they're gonna have a race car that's not like that's gonna be free, that I'm gonna be able to use in this. So I think that I'm gonna end up having to make my own race car. So I need a simple enough race car. It needs to be sideways. I think if I can create something like this with the number 0 on it, this might be the closest thing. Okay. I mean, I guess I could... No, I can't, because I don't have the 0 on there. This is like that. A little bit like this. I think this needs to come up some. This actually more like this. And a little steering wheel. This seems like a lot of space though. So maybe what size? This is 4-stroke. So that's 5. That's gonna be too much. The inside of this needs to be this. Send these things to the back. I think this needs to come up some. Then R0. I don't know, man. Cause like, yes, it fits, but does it make sense? Like, if it's, I'm just gonna screenshot this part here real quick. So this would be like, take this out. So it'd be color the race car, and then it would be what number is race car 1 word or 2 words? One word. 2 words. 1 word or 2 words. It says either spelling is acceptable. I'll do 2. I need to work on the race car because I'm not necessarily like a fan of how it looks. I mean, it's not terrible, so it's not like that, but so what color is the race car? And what number is the race car? Now, color the race car. What number is the race car? Is this... Does this make sense though? I feel like it's fine. Because I literally don't know any other way to show 0. Because 0 is nothing. So how else do you depict nothingness? Let me see. 0 worksheets. Okay, so we've got circle the dog with 0 spots. So similar to the circles inside of the square. This thing says 0 gumballs, 0 cookies. I could do cookies and then how many but then it doesn't, it's not gonna match with the other ones, because I was thinking like if I did cookies and then I make them like I did like 4 chocolate chip cookies and had them color the chocolate chip cookies, but then asking I feel like the instructions then wouldn't make any sense. Like it wouldn't follow any of the other pages that there's been so far. I think this is gonna have to be like it isn't necessarily following all the things, because it was like how many did you color, how many legs does he have, so they're having to count. This one isn't necessarily counting, but like you're having to read like this is the number. This page is showing like this bowl has 0 apples, but how would you know that there would have been any apples in there to begin with? It's just a bowl. There is a single bowl. So I'm probably definitely reading too much into this, and it's not that deep. Just like this is a box, but the box is empty, but there's still a box on the thing. I could draw a tree, because this one here is depicting, let me go back, this here has a tree, okay, and they're saying 0, and then they have a wagon. That's all that I could see of this page. But if I were to do something similar to that, where we have a tree and then it asking how many pieces of fruit are in the tree. Is that more or less complicated than a box of nothing and what is inside the box, or how many? Because I like the idea that they'd have to count. But I mean, obviously you're not counting anything. Do we have a tree? Let's go over to free trees. This is a nice tree, but I don't like. I'm gonna have to make a tree. It could be just this. And it could be how many leaves are on the tree. And there are no leaves on the tree. So they are having to count still. But I don't like how branchy this tree is. Is there another? Definitely not that. Do we have something less branchy? Is this one? I mean, it's okay. Do we have... If I were to do... But this... Okay, so these are the two options, right? I don't like that tree. I don't like the branchy tree. Can I just do a branch? And this would be that, and then this, and then can we do not drop shadow? So it'd be color the branch, how many leaves are on the branch. Because they still have something to color. So like there's a little bit of an activity there. There is... Let's see if this is close in width. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so we've got color the branch, and then how many leaves are on the branch. Oh man, I think we're done. We've got 1 through 9. So let's take this out of here. Well, 0 through 9, I guess. So 0, 0. I need to... Am I taking... Hi, Mando. Hi, Mando. I can... No, let's not do that. I'll leave... Hi, Mando. Okay, let's take this out. Oops. This and this. Put this at the top. Hi, kitty kitty. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Do I need 10? Can you get your booty out of the... Okay. Is 10 typically included in these pages? What was I told to do yesterday? Okay, yeah, I was told to do 10. So I need I don't know. If I were to do 10, I could use the 1 and the 0 that I have, but they would only get to practice 1 time. Alright, let's run through and see what this would look like if we did 10. So let's take this. Ugh, they're not even this. Dang it. I'd have to redraw this because these are not the same. They're like just slightly off. Mando. Come on. Right there. Is it off enough now? No, that's pretty even. So it's but he's so much fatter. Yeah, I can't. I would have to do a 10 because the 1 is just so much more bigger. It's just so much bigger than the 0. So that is not gonna fly. I mean, I'm gonna redo it, but let's wrap up this page stuff. So this is 10. This is the number 10. Right, 10, 10, 10, 10. Now, how are we gonna do 10? I could do dimes. That's oops, nope. We'll just take the properties from that. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? I'm seeing if there's anything else. Bowling pins have 10? Oh, yeah, dude. I guess that would make sense. No. That's too much. Make them a little bit bigger and try to just casually throw them around. I don't think that this is casually thrown around enough. It looks too pretty patterned. Okay. Is dimes too much of a big concept for kids that would be filling this out? Is it though? Wait, yellow what? I'm sorry, I just saw this. What's yellow? Um, okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna put in our 10 cents. That, what code? Copy a symbol? Will this paste in there right? Hey! Oh, okay. Hi. Okay, so 10 cents. 10 cents. I feel like I could have done one and then just copied and pasted it the 10 times. So, well, probably just made a little bit too much work. But, come on now, catch up. Center, center. That's already. There's that one. There's that one. Centered. Oops. Center, center. Middle. Center. Center. Is everything centered? No, not this one. Oh, wait. I was doing two. That one is. That one is. Okay. So then that's all of the things. So this is just color the dimes, but this, I think that this is in the middle of, yeah, it is. So these things actually need to be moved because we're not. All of these things gotta get, no, including these two. Alright, so how many dimes? Did you color? I dislike the spacing of these three here. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, no, I understand like the tidy thing, but I don't know how I'd stack them to where they're even. I guess 4 then 2 then 4, but okay. Let me. Let's see if this looks okay. Because I don't want to like too matchy-matchy because I don't feel like any of the other things have been super like strict on the matching. I get rid of these. Alright, so between that and that, do we like the structure? Cause like not terrible, but also not terrible. Like it's a little messier, but like this is kind of like messy-ish. This is pretty clean. This one isn't necessarily like super structured. I think this one might be. Oops. These two. Thank you. Oops, not that. So, group these. And then maybe move it down. Oops, not that way. Make sure these things are centered. Also need to make sure that this stuff, center it. No, actually. Okay, so I need to make a list, because that is not how that's gonna look. Let's pull up the whole pages. Whole pages like this. I'm gonna take this out. Oh, no. Delete this. I can delete this. I'm gonna delete this. We'll get rid of this 10. I think the only thing that I needed to do was redo my 10. Because I think everything else is fine. Unless I decide to take out the guide on the second thing. Because it'll either be two like this, or it'll be I need this so much bigger. It'll be like that, where like there's a guide and then less of a guide, and then free them doing it themselves. I almost feel like it. I'm torn. I need to do the 4 also. The triangle 4. So I need to duplicate this page. Because the triangle 4 is going to go there. I think I am going to do the no guides here. So they get 1 guide, less guide, and then they do it themselves. So I need to save out all numbers without guides. Do I add any kind of decorations or frames or anything like that? I almost feel like it's like unnecessary. So yeah, I could put 1s up there. Would that be too much though? Like this would go from a pretty normal looking page. Okay, so it'd definitely be doing too much. Like, I don't need to do all of that. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and save out my stuff then. And get so take that out. Ouch. So 1 by 1. Letters. So there's 0. I can add my name, but like website to find me, because I'm gonna make more of them. I think that would be cute. But the website that I have right now, I mean, I could just make a new site. I don't really want to. I could buy a new URL and just redirect it. Because it would be something like... It'd be like that. Like, well, I mean, my thing right now is not that. But, let me see if... What would be... I know that I'm going to put this up on Teachers Pay Teachers. Oh, you're talking about this part? So when I started this, it was... This said all about, and it had William on it, so like my boy's name. And I was gonna make one of those like all about me pages and do that, but I started with the numbers, so I just switched it up. So it's not actually all about. This is okay. But teachers pay teachers. Because I feel like the people on Teachers Pay Teachers, right? They have their little... who they are. That's just her name. I don't know. This person is Math Rocks. Do they have their name on their little sheet? This is kids one. Their little name is on it. Yeah. Okay, so not that, but I could do so it'd be that's oh nope. Okay. I think I'm good. Back to doing this. We need to save out all of those images. So we've got 0. Open. This is 9. Save here. This is 8. I mean, I technically don't have to save all these things out because I can just draw over them. But I also want to offer the letters as like its own thing if someone wants to use them. So better if it's offered. Like, I just go ahead and get it over with. Dang it. Cancel. I'm not emailing this. $26. And 6. iPad. There's that one. We got 5. Save this one out. Drive. Four. Upload. See, are they popping up? Yes. This can go though. That's trash. And this one is trash. What did I just upload? This was 4? Okay, it's there. So then 3. Nope, not as a JPEG. Nope, not that folder. Here we go. And then 2. 2 is such a fat number. Like, just looking at it in comparison to the other ones. It is so chunky. iPad. 26. Save here. And then 1. And where's letters? Actually, these are numbers, so that part is kind of goofy that I named it that. Isn't one of them like more like flattened out, and one of them you'd actually be able to edit? Like the PDF print is flattened, and the standard you can still open it up and change things around. I believe that that's it. Like, standard, you can reopen those things. Okay, so we're gonna extract all these things. And then I'm gonna swap out stuff. Ungroup this. I don't know if it's actually changing the size or not, or if it's just changing like the box itself. Like, cause this definitely seems like it's down a lot further. Oh, my number 4. This is 5. And 6. Seven. Ew. Why is it? Okay. 8. We only have 0 left, and then I have to go back to drawing the stuff. Okay. So I need a new 4. It needs to be duplicate that layer so don't end up messing that thing up. What? 45. I can just write that down. Need 45 point for the inside stuff. But this would come down here. Take that bit out just a little bit. All of this stuff. Bye. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for your help too. Let's take out all of this. All of this here. Go straight across, straight across. Okay. Go ahead and wrap this up, guys. So I still have to draw it. It's not gonna be very exciting. Thank you everybody for hanging out and for watching this. I appreciate you.